Good morning, afternoon, and evening to all of the honorable judges and committees. I hope you are all doing well and healthy wherever you are. I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Surya Dinata. I'm a 10th grader and representative of St. Louis 1 Catholic Senior High School, Surabaya. First of all, let us all thank God for His blessings towards us, that we are able to breathe and live until now. I am also very honored and grateful to be given the chance to state out my opinions about the differences of online classes and offline classes and the effects for students in this video. As we all know, since COVID-19 started to come to Indonesia, our own Ministry of Education and Culture, Nadiem Makarim, took an immediate action of stopping offline classes so that students and teachers will not get infected by the coronavirus in order to stop the spreading chain of COVID-19 in Indonesia. For me personally, I have been studying from home for almost a year, since March 2020, which I think is also the month for most students in Indonesia to start studying from home. Now, I want to ask all of you Indonesian students out there that are currently watching this video, what was your first reaction to the sudden announcement of the first 2-week notice of studying from home? I am sure that more than 80% of you Indonesian students out there were very happy, excited, and delighted, because I was too. The night I got the official announcement from my school that we would have a 2-week studying from home activity, me and all of my friends were fulfilled with joy, because the morning after that day, we were supposed to have our school examination, or ujian sekolah, which was very important for us because it was a national-based exam. And when I said national, it means that the whole Indonesian 9th graders were supposed to be doing that test at the same time on Monday of March 16th, 2020. And yes, I was a 9th grader at that time. But the universe had our back because the test was cancelled due to the continuous school from home activity that we had, since the growth of positive coronavirus cases in Indonesia seemed to get faster and faster. Not only that, things sort of got even better for us when the Ministry of Education and Culture announced that the national exam, or ujian nasional, was cancelled too. Well, the next question I have for you guys is, what are your feelings now? Technically, we have been doing online classes for about 10 months. We have met our teachers and our friends in person ever since then. Especially to the freshmen in their school like me, I haven't gotten any chance to talk to my new classmates and my new teachers. I also haven't experienced the new sensation of studying in a new school, new building, and new environment. Nonetheless, I am very sure that most of you freshmen or the newcomers are currently experiencing the same thing and having the same feeling as I am. Bored, but not ready yet to go to school to face the offline lessons, offline tasks, and offline tests we're gonna have. But why is that so? With a survey I did to 50 of my friends a couple of days ago, 97% of them are very excited to meet, talk, and hang out with their friends. And when I asked the 97% why, 3% said that they have had enough of scrolling through the social media and the whole virtual and online conversations they have been having for almost a year. 47% of them wants to bond, talk, and play with their new and old friends to build more of a social connections to humans, not to their gadgets. And the last 50% voted both. Out of that little survey I did, I have made a conclusion that online classes can affect Indonesian students mentally in a negative way, where we, as social beings, truly need the existence of other people, especially as students. We are still kids and teenagers. We live not only to study, but also to play, talk, and have fun with our friends. With this whole pandemic going on, barriers are everywhere surrounding us. We are only able to see our friends virtually through our gadget screens, joke through the keyboard or microphone of our gadgets, and play with the company of our gadgets too. On the other hand, just like what the American author Michael Lewis has stated, there is something bad in everything good, and something good in everything bad. We as Gen Z and millennials can definitely experience the positive impacts of having online classes. We have been having more time to relax at home from the extra time we have been getting for not going to school since our school is in our own home anyway. Therefore, we are able to try new things we have probably never done before. We have more time to explore and pursue our hobby even more. By having online classes, we as Gen Z and millennials can utilize and start to understand technology even more. I am sure that most of us had never used Zoom, Google Classroom, Google Meet, or those kinds of technology before this pandemic started. Now, we are used to them. We are also more aware of the social and world problems that are happening at the moment because of technology. Well, yes, those types of technology had already existed way before this pandemic started in the form of news applications. But I know 90% of us Gen Z and millennials were too lazy to just even open the app. And since the world quarantine happened, we started downloading and using TikTok, an app for people to create contents, share the most updated news and conditions of our beloved Earth, and for people to have fun online. We scroll through TikTok for hours and hours because we're enjoying the fun it provides, while not realizing we have been updated to the current news of our surroundings too. From people making comedy videos about it, reacting to it, and discussing about the news itself. Therefore, as someone who is an Indonesian student myself, who has experienced both online classes and offline classes, have made a conclusion that both kinds of classes have their own positive and negative impacts. They have given us Indonesian students many lessons, not just in terms of technology, but also life lessons. We now know the importance and how precious quality time we have with our friends. Thus, don't ever again take the time we have with our friends and our loved ones for granted. Hence, let us all, Indonesian students, make our life during this pandemic more productive, more useful, and more valuable by taking the positive impacts and learn from the negative impacts from both online classes and offline classes for the better and the brighter future of our own generation and our own country, Indonesia. Thank you.